Charlotte, North Carolina, home to one of the table toppers in USL League One, the Charlotte Independents. Richmond Kickers traveled just over 4 hours in an attempt to salvage what is left of their regular season, hoping to make a playoff push. Josh Lill with you this evening, bringing you all the action on ESPN+, taking a look at the current standings. The Jacks tied for first in points in the league, but do not hold the tiebreaker with Omaha, who has one more win than Charlotte. Independents cannot secure a playoff berth tonight. And it's crazy, folks. Just 5 points separate the top 7 teams in the league, and just 6 points is the difference for the bottom 5 teams in USL 1. Richmond looking to avoid a second consecutive year, finishing 11th in the league. They cannot be eliminated tonight. Previous 2 meetings between these two clubs came in rounds 4 and 5 of the Jägermeister Cup. The first, back on June 8th, a quiet meeting, just 1 goal scored by the current Golden Boot leader in USL 1, Juan Carlos Obregon Jr., and then the second matchup at the end of the month. In PKs, after a 2-2 draw, Chandler O'Dwyer sealed it in penalties for the Roos. Player to watch, Juan Carlos Obregon Jr., sponsored by Great Clips, returning from international duty from the Honduran senior national team in the CONCACAF Nations League. Head coach Mike Jeffries said, "It's great for him. We're proud of him for getting that call up, but we have missed him. He's the focal point of our attack. His ability to play as the target and get in behind was greatly missed." The team had a loss and a draw in all competitions with just 2 goals scored in the 2 matches without Obregon Jr. It'll be pivotal for him to pick up his 12th goal in the league this evening. And Chandler O'Dwyer, all eyes will be on him, the second leading goal scorer for Richmond. A multi-goal effort is needed. The Roos are 6-0-2 in all competitions this year when scoring 2 or more goals. And Darren Skowatsky said, if you look at the 4 Jägermeister Cup semifinalists, they have multiple guys they can go for goals. With Emiliano Terazaghi out for the first half of the year, Chandler O'Dwyer has stepped up, and he's looking to build off of a first-half brace back in round 8 of the Jägermeister Cup versus Spokane. It's the first meeting of the year between these two clubs in league play. Richmond is eager to get back-to-back wins for the first time in nearly 3 months. It won't be easy. The Jacks are on a mission to continue their push for the Players' Shield at home, celebrating Hispanic Heritage Night. Starters and kickoff up next.
Always reaching higher, pushing further, achieving remarkable. At Novant Health, we never stop. Because whether it's sports performance at the highest level or the playground level, we're driven to help you excel at what drives you. Not just keeping you healthy for the game, but also healthy for life. Novant Health. Expect remarkable.
When it comes to delivering high-quality, affordable healthcare, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here for you, all of you.
Are you ready? Ready for more games you love? Ready for more players? New rivals? Ready for more fans? New friends? And endless celebrations? This is Carolina's new women's pro soccer team, the Carolina Ascent, featuring the world's most exciting players, connected to the global game, uniting the Carolinas. We are the Carolina Ascent, built for the Carolinas.
Starting lineups for both teams brought to you by Capelli. For Charlotte Independents, it's a 4-2-3-1. Again, Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. returns to the starting lineup. Everything among the back 7 looks normal. Dustin Correa set to make his second league start this evening. And again, Tristan Mbuyu got a big start against forward Madison. Correa slots in right in the midfield. Joel Johnson usually one of the line mates for Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. Luis Alvarez slotting back, playing next to Omar Sis in result of Bashir Njai's red card suspension. And as for the Roos, a 4-3-3 formation. The big news, James Sneddon making his first USL League One start. His first professional start came against Spokane in round 8 of the Jägermeister Cup. Darren Sawatsky said, "We are in a youth movement. James will not let you down. This is someone who makes the routine saves, and his stop shots that could have gone in versus Spokane. He gives us a much-needed spark." Dakota Barnathan slots in the midfield, and another teen, Griffin Garnett, makes his 14th start in league play. A beautiful 78 degrees at American Legion Memorial Field in Charlotte, North Carolina. Mike Jeffries leading the Jacks, and Darren Sawatsky, the head coach of the Roos. Richmond in their red uniforms with white letters and numbers. And how about the Charlotte Independents in their Hispanic heritage jerseys? They're debuting tonight with blue letters and numbers, blue shorts. And we'll get into those uniforms a little bit later. Starting Briem is the head official, Josh Lampkins. Hillis Waddell III are the assistant referees, and the fourth official, Josiah Park. Richmond set to take the kickoff first. They'll be going right to left, and Charlotte will be going left to right. Chandler O'Dwyer hears the whistle, and we are underway from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. A deflection out for a goal kick for Austin Pack. Keys to the game this evening for Charlotte: improve on set pieces. Mike Jeffries made it a point we need to improve on defending and scoring. 6 goals allowed in the league on set pieces and just 9 shots from set pieces offensively, tied for the lowest among the League One teams. And for Richmond, they need to be cohesive in defending. Darren Sawatsky said, "We need to defend as a unit, attack in a sustained way." Dakota Barnathan helps get us on the same page defensively. Griffin Garnett has looked good at the back. He needs them to step up, help give up less goals, to give them a great chance, a better chance at winning matches here down the stretch, as each team has 6 matches remaining in their regular season schedule, 5 for each after tonight. Tonight's Hispanic Heritage Night and celebration is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, the official health insurance partner of the Charlotte Independents. Again, those keys to the game brought to you by Novant Health. We'll remind you one more time, defend cohesively for Richmond and improve on set pieces for Charlotte. We'll see how long it takes for either team to truly pick up a set piece. Sometimes getting a corner kick right at the start of the match can prove a lot. Here's Charlotte trying to avenge their loss to Forward Madison on Wednesday in the first of the 2 Jägermeister Cup semifinals. They had an 11-game unbeaten streak snapped. Luis Alvarez picked up the lone goal in stoppage time of the first half, foul by Omar Sis. Free kick in the own attacking half for Richmond. Injury report brought to you by Novant Health, and none to report for Charlotte except the red card suspension to Bashir Njai. And as for Richmond, Landon Johnson, Josh Kirkland, Beckett Howell all out with injuries this evening. Again, the injury report brought to you by Novant Health. The Kickers, again, looking for back-to-back wins. It's been a struggle as of late against Spokane Velocity. On August 29th, they were victorious. First half brace for Chandler O'Dwyer. And Justin Suko got the game winner in the 88th minute. The main story was James Sneddon, 2 huge saves in stoppage time, got his first career professional start for Richmond, and he's in between the sticks tonight for the Kickers, making his first USL League One start. Again, Darren Sawatsky has preached about the youth movement for Richmond. They understand that there's going to be ups and downs with that, but he trusts the energy and the life they can bring to the club as there's Sneddon getting his first touch on the evening. Dakota Barnathan with the ball. Truly described as a Swiss Army knife. You'll see wearing number 2 in the midfield. Has that experience playing center back, full back, you name it. Slotting in as a pivot midfielder this evening. Here we are in the 5th minute. Still a feeling out process for both teams. Dustin Correa getting his 2nd league start this evening, as we mentioned in the pregame. Plays up high next to Juan Carlos Obregon Jr., who went with the buzz cut look for his return to USL League One after representing Honduras in the CONCACAF Nations League. Pop up toward the midline, given right to Luis Alvarez, who had the lone goal for the Jacks on the road in their Jägermeister Cup semifinal loss to Forward Madison. Despite losing 2-1, they still had 8 shots on target in that match. That was the highest they had, a team high, I should say, in Jägermeister Cup play, and the 3rd best across all their competitions this year. So if there was a positive takeaway, that would be the one. Novant Health is proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Independents. With same and next day sick visits, Novant Health provides care when and where you need it. Schedule online at novanthealth.org. Spielman up to Sis. Again, not used to his line mate, kind of in that pivot midfield role. Bashir Njai picked up a red card, a straight red in the 82nd minute against Forward Madison. Not available this evening. That was one of the more disappointing parts for Mike Jeffries and company. He noted that his team showed a lot of character getting that goal late in the first half, as the first one he felt was a little misfortune on the bounce, but then they didn't take advantage of being up a man due to a red card by Forward Madison, 2 yellow cards, I should say, that led to a red card of Christian Cheney. He wishes his team could have taken more advantage being up a man. They pushed hard to get the equalizer, but were unsuccessful. In Charlotte, you'll see with Ryan JJ and Nick Spielman wearing 4 and 7, they love to push the entire offense into the attacking half. Obviously, except for Austin Pack in goalkeeping role. Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. to work it around here. Sis. Richmond throwing bodies at the ball early. Pass nearly intercepted. Finds Dimmick. Dimmick, nice one into the box, and Obregon tries to self-volley that. Sends that way high and wide to the left. Goal kick for James Sneddon. But you can see the impact that Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. has and the skill that he truly brings to the table. Self-volleys are no joke. And a score for him would only seem to be fitting for the Jacks. So for Richmond, just 2 regulation wins in their last 14 matches across all competitions. But when scoring 2 or more goals in that stretch, a record of 2-0-1. The lone draw being a penalty kick victory. As we mentioned in the pregame, unbeaten when scoring multiple goals. It is pivotal that guys like Adrian Billhart with the ball into the box right now have scoring chances. This is where he's dangerous, cutting in with his left foot on the right side of the box. Folks, you'll want to be at the edge of your seats when he goes to make that move. Kicker's making some noise. Schenfeld wanted it back and forth. Opportunity not there. Finds possession with Charlotte again. They send it deep. Intended for Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. over his head. Schenfeld gains possession for Richmond. Here's Joel Johnson, who, like Luis Alvarez, you'll see cover a lot of ground. 1 minute you'll see him next to Obregon Jr. The next you'll see him fall in next to Omar Sis. Pass intended for Obregon Jr. Misses him, but eventually finds Tristan Mbuyu. Mbuyu, nice flick over to Dimmick. Service into the box, intended for Dustin Correa. Finds the head of Simon Fitch. Slowly trickles out of play. Pepsi Cola is the official soft drink of the Charlotte Independents. Enjoy an ice cold Pepsi while watching the Jacks. Pepsi, born in the Carolinas. Sorensen is possessed. Obregon Jr. right in the middle, takes a hack at that one. Save made by Sneddon between his legs. A rocket from distance. Sneddon had to double check to make sure that ball was not past the end line. Obregon Jr. lets it rip. Good job of Sneddon recognizing that he had to go on the ground to get that ball. Had his legs in a great position. Did not let that one squeak through. It's always good to get that first save out of the way. Might have a chance at another save here, depending on this run. Pace slowed up. Correa back to Johnson. Would like to look to his left. Opts for the near touchline. Johnson. 3 defenders around him. Mbuyu makes contact with Chandler O'Dwyer. He goes down there. Chandler O'Dwyer, like we mentioned, 4 goals in the league this year, 7 in all competition. You'll kind of see him across the spine of the formation. Always in the heart, you can see. Fitch coming up for an attempted cross. The offsides flag goes up. Austin Pack getting the start in net, taking the goal kick there. First team All-League last year, reigning goalkeeper of the year. Broke the single season record for saves last year with 129. So definitely a veteran presence between the sticks for the Jacks this evening. There is Pack. 19 goals allowed, 68 saves made in league play. Heading into the match this evening. Joao Gomiro pressing up top. Jacks moving quickly on the far touchline. Franco with a little bit of a denial. And finds himself with the ball yet again. Richmond controlling possession right now. The Jacks have only controlled possession 5 times in USL 1 games this year. And Mike Jeffries understands that each team develops differently. Some like to play defense differently. But he said we've had trouble playing out of the back. We tried rotating the back line. You'll see Luis Alvarez, some matches he's up high with guys like Gabriel Oberton and Obregon Jr. And like tonight, he's next to Omar Sis in the back end of the midfield. He said the goal isn't solely about winning possession, right? It's about creating chances in possession. One effective shot already created. Up ahead to Obregon. Nice volley. Can he keep it in? Yes, he does. Punted away by Garnett. One of 2 teenagers starting for Richmond this evening. Pace of play picking up here. Sneddon sends that deep. And the Jacks can reset here. And Nil Vignals not in the starting lineup for Richmond. Had a first half brace. This time these two teams did the tango. Quick touch. Zaka Moran, cross pitch pass. Ends up working back to James Sneddon. Sneddon joined on an academy contract in June of 2023. He's described as an 11th field player, someone that does a good job of protecting the net, but is willing to come off of his line to provide that 11th field person presence. Ruse looking to get settled in the final third, courtesy of Adrian Bildhart. It's a stat they won last time on June 29th against Independence. Zaka Moran, through ball right to Ryan JJ. Aggressive bounce, heads to Schenfeld. Franco over to Schenfeld. Franco begins his pro career, excuse me, after time with Dalton State. So plenty of green grass to run. Charlotte at times will give you up until the center line and then start to throw bodies at the ball. But they're not afraid to take it patiently. Moving through the passing lanes. Sierakowski onto the far side. Bildhart's attempted cross out of play for a Ruse throw-in. Taking this one is Simon Fitch. Someone you'll see on the right half of the field. Vertically, not horizontally. That's a one hopper to Austin Pack. But we'll get to Simon Fitch a little more when Richmond has a sustained attack. Dimmick. Spielman working through the center of the pitch. Garnett, the 18-year-old, to Sneddon, the 19-year-old. Then 18-year-old, excuse me. And a tough go for Darren Sawatsky, Josh Kirkland, and Landon Johnson out this evening. And Kirkland just signed with the team, announced days ago. Deep Run High School standout. University of Mary Washington, two-time All-American. Three-time conference Offensive Player of the Year, not available this evening. Definitely frustrating. He mentioned attempting to sign Kirkland for 6 months. He's been a beast in training, but a minor injury is forcing him out of this match. But he feels in the future that Josh Kirkland can be of tremendous help. Again, with a win tonight for Omaha and a Tormenta loss, Union Omaha would clinch a playoff spot. And yes, Charlotte is tied in points for first, but they have 8 wins compared to Union's 9. So they are not eligible to clinch a playoff spot this evening. But still a chance to pick up a big win. Deep ball up ahead for Sierakowski. Dimmick defending. To the box, intended target O'Dwyer. Sierakowski chasing. Ends right back up with the Jacks. We come into this match with an overall record of 14-6-9. Appeared in the Jägermeister Cup semifinals. Made it to the 4th round of the US Open Cup. Was on the other side for the Roos, an overall record of 7-12-8. Both these teams were in the same group, group number 1 in the USL Cup. Richmond not able to advance to those semifinals. Again, a nice 77 degrees here at American Legion Memorial Stadium. Dustin Correa took an awkward bounce. Sneddon sliding, excuse me, to keep that ball. Both teams eager to create shot opportunities. 1 for Richmond this evening, 2 for Charlotte, one of which was on target. Again, here in the 21st minute, still that figuring out period. So there's a foul in the midfield. O'Dwyer goes down to Spielman. Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. talking with Starny Briem, the head official. And we'll take a look. So that's Zaka Moran. And Obregon Jr. kind of leans in with that right shoulder. Chandler O'Dwyer ends up going down as well. So free kick in Richmond's own attacking half. Up to go short and reset the attack. Sierakowski. The flick on that goes right to the Jacks. Obregon Jr. over to Joel Johnson. Nice through ball. And Mbuyu save made by Sneddon. Reaches out to his left and keeps this match scoreless. And the teenager holding down the fort. A beautiful through ball up ahead. Deals with that one magnificently off the foot of Trezor Mbuyu, excuse me. This corner kick is brought to you by Chick-fil-A, set to be taken by Dustin Correa. Chick-fil-A the sponsor of this corner kick. Correa in swinging ball. Actually finds Sorensen, left-footed shot just to the right of the net. The Jacks getting a little more comfortable. Sneddon standing strong between the sticks. And a special moment over the past couple games for the teenage goalkeeper. A Richmond native. Ahead to Bill Hart. Gets by Sorensen. Shot deflected by Spielman. O'Dwyer misses shot way over the net.
That shot over the crossbar, a goal kick.
Joao Gomiro with a good opportunity. Once the captain of North Carolina Fusions in 2022, USL 2 team. Helped them win the South Atlantic Division. He joins the starting 11 for the Kickers. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina is the official health insurance provider of the Charlotte Independents. Blue Cross North Carolina makes health insurance easy. Discover employer, individual, family, Medicare, and Medicaid plans from Blue Cross and North Carolina. Better care starts here. Chance for one, Carlos Obregon Jr., but the offsides flag is raised into the air. First offsides of the evening for the Jacks. One now by each team. Good attempt. I don't know if Obregon Jr. thought he was on sides. He checked the flag and kept going. But a clean run avoided. Richmond can breathe a sigh of relief momentarily. So you see Simon Fitch in 4, right fullback. In that top left corner, not afraid to take it down the far side of the pitch and cross it in. Same with Max Schenfeld at left back. Darren Sawatsky loves them to push up and cross the ball in. Takedown here, just outside the box. That's Joao Gomiro. Attempting to retrieve that bouncing ball. So very good spot here for the Brews. Gomiro standing over the ball. Probably the best opportunity of the evening for the Kickers so far. And here in the 26th minute, they look to be the first on the board. Gomiro. Right-footed shot right to the heart of Austin Pack.
Shot by Joao Gomiro, saved by Austin Pack.
The Charlotte Independents is proud to share our home field with Carolina Ascent FC, the new Division I women's professional soccer team. For more information on this new exciting Super League and this team, visit carolinaascent.com. Dimmick under pressure. Sierakowski there, forcing him into the near corner. JJ had to come over for assistance. Luis Alvarez giving the Jacks a fair chance. Put his defender on the ground. That was G. Franca. Alvarez near side. Obregon Jr. Noise for the Jacks. And too heavy of a cross through the box from Obregon Jr. to Luis Alvarez. Alvarez has that one taken away. Adrian Billhart trying to figure out where to go. Pressured by Joel Johnson along the end line. Ball popped up. Assist to Flex. Spielman chasing. Alvarez, who you will see cover a lot of ground this evening, just like guys like Joel Johnson. Alvarez, when playing at the position, one of the best attacking center mids in the league, but again has that dual-threaded capability of slotting in as more of a defensively minded midfielder. The Charlotte Independent storefront is live. Stock up for our next match on scarves, hats, shirts, and more. To shop our new online storefront, visit charlotteindependent.myshopify.com. Alvarez through a couple of defenders. Sis circulates it around. Sorensen, defended by Billhart. Footed pass into the box. One Carlos Obregon Jr. under pressure. Nearly got through 2 defenders. Attempted for a third. Not before it was pried free. Joao Gomiro. Beautiful ball into the attacking half. There's Billhart. Has Chandler O'Dwyer now to his right. Billhart working with his left into the arc. Flick back to Gomiro. Blocked on the play. Buyu chasing. Looking to slow the pace down. Mbuyu led the team in goals over the past 2 seasons. Head coach Mike Jeffries praises his ability to take on defenders. So a lot of flexibility up top if you want to start Gabriel Oberton, move Luis Alvarez up top, Joel Johnson, Fraser Mbuyu. Plenty of good options for the attack. Obregon Jr., clean takedown from behind. Here on the ruse. Attempting to catch the Jacks. Lacking. The Mike Jeffries squad able to recover. Watch the USL Jägermeister Cup final between Forward Madison FC and Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC as the Tournament Cup is hoisted by the inaugural winner on Saturday, September 28th on ESPN+. And Charlotte falling in that semifinal on Wednesday to Forward Madison 2-1. Truly could have gone either way. But a quick score in the second half ended up being all she wrote for the Mingos. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Great chance for the Jacks there. Dimmick to Correa. Little give and go chance. Denied there. Sierakowski does a good job of getting between Correa and Dimmick there. Naturally left-footed Bilhard up ahead. Back to Bilhard. Four shots for both teams up to this point. Jacks lead shots on target 2-1. Jeffries looking for his 43rd win in league play, in USL 1 league play. It's been 3 years since Charlotte has entered this league. Darren Sawatsky in his 5th year. 8th ever head coach of the Roos. Looking for win number 8 on the year here in the 32nd minute. And in the previous meeting, June 29th, Charlotte led in shots, shots on target, shots in the box, final third entries, possession, passing accuracy. Looking to repeat those stats as well. Richmond currently controlling possession, controlling passing accuracy in the final third. Eclipse 73%. Foul right on the left side of the center circle. And first booking of the evening goes to Chandler O'Dwyer.
Yellow card caution shown to number 27, Chandler O'Dwyer.
So O'Dwyer, the first one in the books for both teams this evening. Independence looking to recreate that chance they had just a few minutes ago. Sliding takedown from behind by Joao Gomiro results in a free kick. 8 takes down 8. Joel Johnson drawing the foul. Luis Alvarez going a little too quick. Head official Starny Briem asking for Luis Alvarez to put the ball exactly on the spot that he desires. Ball had the wicked bounce for a few moments there. Sticks with Charlotte. Tonight's Hispanic Heritage Night and celebration is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, the official health insurance partner of the Charlotte Independents. Dimmick assists. Sis, who was all league over the past 2 years, which is one of 6 players to appear in every single match for the Jacks last year. Mike Jeffries' crew eager to return to the title game where they fell to North Carolina FC last year. Definitely on the right track. Not so much on that pass there. Gomiro looking to go quick. Schenfeld will take the throw in. There's Dakota Barnathan. Hasn't been on the ball too much tonight. Again, the true Swiss Army knife for Richmond, has that ability to hop in at any spot. Great Clips has over 4,400 salons throughout the United States and Canada, making it the world's largest salon brand. Great Clips salons provide value-priced, high-quality hair care for men, women, and children. Great Clips is the official hair salon of the Charlotte Independents. To check in online or find a salon near you, visit greatclips.com or download the free app. Again, speaking of haircuts, Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. going with a different look than we're used to this year. As you can see, went with the buzz cut after returning from Nations League, CONCACAF Nations League with Honduras. Been about 8 minutes since the last shot. Which ended up being blocked. Last official one came in the 26th minute, courtesy of Joao Gomiro, who has the ball right now. Another shot, save made by Pack, leaping to his left.
Shot by Joao Gomiro, saved by Austin Pack.
Austin Pack holding strong in his 6-yard box. A beautiful step here by Gomiro. That's been his spot tonight. Working around the arc, the edge of the box, definitely has the green light this evening to take those chances. Charlotte without a shot since the 23rd minute. Looking to conjure something up here in the final 10-ish minutes, depending on stoppage time of the first half. Obregon Jr. back and forth with Mbuyu. Alvarez. Close quarters passing. Takes on Gomiro. Trapped by Fitch and Gomiro. Bill Hart on top of him. Centering pass to Johnson. A little soft for Sorensen. Lets it rip with his left foot. And Sorensen on the ground in the box. Can't believe he missed that chance. Great ball movement from Charlotte. And it's A+ passes, I should say, that create A+ chances. All the soccer action you want and all the flexibility you need. Our 2024 Flex Plan includes 10 ticket vouchers to use however you want throughout the season. Visit charlotteindependence.com for more details. Everyone along the back line getting a touch for the Jacks. Correa stepping in with a game-winning goal in round 7 and 8 of the Jägermeister Cup. He draws a foul. Joel Johnson going too quickly with the ball. Starny Briem, the head official, checking on Dustin Correa, who has been clutching those big moments, trying to create something here in the final stretch of play. Takes a shot to the head. Sending the ball around, Alvarez. Sorensen to Mbuyu. To the box, finds Obregon Jr. Griffin Garnett there for defense. And a corner kick for the Jacks. Corner kicks are brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Just the second corner kick won by the Jacks this evening. The only corner kicks won this evening have gone to the Jacks. This is where Mike Jeffries has wanted to improve. Just 9 shots from set pieces this year. Looking for a goal in a clutch moment, batted away by Sneddon. Alvarez will watch that one slowly roll out past the near touchline. And the importance of capitalizing off of set pieces. You get that quick rest right before you take the kick. And just the option of reset. Really come up with a game plan is so crucial. So to have that opportunity several times in a match is vital to a team's success. Something that Jeffries and company are looking to improve on. And JJ over Luis Alvarez. Johnson drops in. Spreading the field out is the Jacks. Looking to tire out the ruse. Correa floats in. Routine pop fly into the arms of Sneddon. We're just 3 weeks away from our Fan Appreciation Night and 10th anniversary celebration at American Legion Memorial Stadium. Tickets start as low as $12 and are available at charlotteindependence.com. The Charlotte Independence is powered by eTix. Sorensen has a shot this evening. Loves to push the pace on that far side. Not afraid to take shots as well. Dustin Correa. Here's Dimmick. Dimmick likes Sorensen. You'll see him cross and pass the ball more versus shoot, but still loves to get up that near flank. Spielman and JJ holding down the middle of the field. Here's Alvarez getting a head start. Greengrass to run. One of the best midfielders in USL League One. Saved by Dimmick. Header off the pipe. What an amazing chance for Charlotte. Not able to convert. There's Omar Sis, who found himself a golden opportunity. That's what happens when you give Luis Alvarez the space that you saw there. And Sis really puts the header in. That play all kept alive by Clay Dimmick. Corner kicks are brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Correa, in swinger, back post. On the ground, and a foul against the Jacks. Luis Alvarez not happy with the call. Here in the 44th minute. Excellent opportunity for Charlotte to get on the board, not able to do so. But folks, this is the area where they've had success. They've scored 6 goals in the final 5 minutes of the first half in all competitions this year. So if there's a time to see a ball in the back of the net for Charlotte, this would be a pretty good time. For the Kickers, it's about taking care of business right now. The Kickers coming into this match 11th out of 12 teams in the standings. Looking to show what the youth of their organization can do. They're going to show off their ability on the road to hang in with any opponent. Deep ball up to Billhard. He's been quiet as of late. Gomiro. Zaka Moran. Sierakowski. Deflection into the hands of Pack.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute stoppage time in the first half.
Stoppage time is 1 minute. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina is the official health insurance provider of the Charlotte Independents. Blue Cross North Carolina makes health insurance easy. Discover employer, individual, family, Medicare, and Medicaid plans from Blue Cross North Carolina. Better care starts here. Alvarez. The final moments of the first half. Looking for a little deja vu moment as he had in the Jägermeister Cup semifinal. Flick on assist. Pass intended for Dimmick, intercepted by Barnathan. Little pinball action. Ball stays with Richmond. So getting a little past that 1 minute mark. The first half whistle blows. Scoreless here in the first half. Charlotte and Richmond. Chances from both teams. Both keepers have been tested. You've seen Austin Pack make a few saves. James Snedden has looked good in net. Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. there in his return to USL League One after spending time with Honduras in CONCACAF Nations League. Will he get on the board in the second half? Stay tuned to find out. Well, just because it's scoreless doesn't mean it's been exciting. And Austin Pack been great between the sticks. Dustin Correa took a little contact. Corner kicks only from Charlotte, looking to improve on set pieces. More halftime notes coming up next.
Always reaching higher, pushing further, achieving remarkable. At Novant Health, we never stop. Because whether it's sports performance at the highest level or the playground level, we're driven to help you excel at what drives you. Not just keeping you healthy for the game, but also healthy for life. Novant Health. Expect remarkable.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story
8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
When it comes to delivering high quality, affordable health care, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here for you, all of you.
Back here at American Legion Memorial Stadium, halftime brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. A scoreless affair so far here in week number 20 between Charlotte and Richmond. And while we have a moment, let's take a look at the best highlights from week 19 of the USL League One season.
To take on defenders himself. In Jai, back post, punched away, falls to Correa. Oberton tries again, and it's a sensational strike. Falls for Angelo Kelly. Lays it off. Thomas has a hit. Kelly was down just outside the area. The Tequila against Pack. And Tequila converts. Knoxville level.
A chance up ahead. Lukic, stutter steps, out wide, sends it in, headed on, scores! But he's going to have to keep an eye out as Madison are back on the attack once more with Gebhardt. Gebhardt in front, Galinje shoots and scores! This game's level at 1 apiece, just shy of half. Villalobos recovers, back and forth it goes. Villalobos has Prentice all alone. Prentice 1v1, scores! The Wolf against the Wolves.
Weaving through players, Lyon McKinnon still going. Ships it to Castro! Oh my, that was gorgeous. Gomez, one-on-one with Schultz in the corner. Aron Gomez finds a space to cross it, and it deflects back into goal. A quiet game on the offensive side for the most part. Chips this one up, it's in! Dion Akoff earns the deflection. Akoff inside, this one to Dos Santos! And they're dicing now, Union Omaha up 3-1.
He has Luis Heel in behind. Luis Heel strikes safe, falls right back to the captain, can't find shooting space, and Lewis finds the back of the net. Andre Lewis caps off the attack. And fired over the bar, still in play. Poke back in front, Vasquez, 1-1. They've got to go get another. Lewis got the pass away. Here's Gonzalez! Just like that, it's 2-1. Another pullback pass, and this one, no mistake made. Has a posse of white shirts around him. Carrera Garcia still dribbling. Finds Mariona. Tries one low, the save made, but the follow-up put home. King has the set, flaring forward for Oprah. Still free in the box, falling to Rendon. Bruno Rendon! The player's choice. On the move, Rendon in front of goal, Billy King! As easy as you could ever ask for. Cameron Lancaster! Oh my word, what a goal! Laid off into King. Billy King settling, firing! Oh my word, Billy King has sent the net and braced himself. In it comes. Firm header, still free, and poked it in. Well, Knight, that's a gamble. It's not worked out. It's for McCain Clark. And for the first time in his young career, he finds the back of the nets.
It's a good stretch of home games upcoming. And this is turned over. Luis Hill against Nuhu. Hill around the goalkeeper. Hill scores. Waldeck. The in-swinging ball. Miller's in front. for Spokane Velocity. They lead 2-0 at home.
Velocity, not easy to deal with that amount of pressure.
Heads go up, it's flicked towards the corner, and it is in.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds. 3, 2,
becomes celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
Goodrum pounds this ball, and the boys in purple soaring.
When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Yeah, trick. I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
Always reaching higher, pushing further, achieving remarkable. At Novant Health, we never stop. Because whether it's sports performance at the highest level or the playground level, we're driven to help you excel at what drives you. Not just keeping you healthy for the game, but also healthy for life. Novant Health. Expect remarkable.
Upcoming schedule sponsored by Canopy Hotel by Hilton. And what an exciting day. All 12 teams will be in action for the 21st night of September. Forward Madison and Spokane will get us started, along with Richmond and Lexington. And Greenville hosts Central Valley in an attempt to stop the plummeting through the league table. Promenta hosts Charlotte. Omaha will take on Knoxville at home at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then the nightcap, Northern Colorado will host Chattanooga at 9 p.m. Eastern. So again, all 12 teams will be in action for Week 21 of the USL League One season. Again, that is the upcoming schedule. We'll take a short break before we have halftime highlights and stats.
Always reaching higher, pushing further, achieving remarkable. At Novant Health, we never stop. Because whether it's sports performance at the highest level or the playground level, we're driven to help you excel at what drives you. Not just keeping you healthy for the game, but also healthy for life. Novant Health. Expect remarkable.
When it comes to delivering high quality, affordable health care, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here for you, all of you.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Taking a look at the first half highlights brought to you by Novant Health. In the 31st minute, there was a good chance for Charlotte. Looking into the box. And a shot off the post. And Sorensen that was Trazer and Mbuyu, excuse me, with a great opportunity. Really stretched out the box, searching for that far post. Then just 6 minutes later, João Gomiro stepping up to the arc, forcing Austin Pack to leap to his left to make a save. He's been pretty comfortable in the middle of the pitch, forcing shots. And not afraid to take on defenders. Had 5 Jacks surrounding him there. And then the 43rd minute, just right before halftime, Luis Alvarez took advantage of space. A big save here by Dimmick. And just a matter of inches is the difference from a shot off the post versus an Omar Sis header for the lone goal of the first half. Great opportunity, not able to connect there. First half stats brought to you by Social Pet. So again, a scoreless affair. Both teams with 7 shots, but Richmond, funny enough, with more shots on target, even though they've been in the final third a little less. They have owned possession, 5-4%, but yet to have a corner kick. Charlotte has owned that category. Again, something that Mike Jeffries has emphasized that they need to get better at and get chances off of those set pieces. 1 offside apiece, and just 1 booking so far against Chandler O'Dwyer. Again, scoreless affair here back at American Legion Memorial Stadium. Again, Charlotte in their new Hispanic Heritage kits that they're debuting tonight, blue letters and numbers. A bit of a gold and blue pattern on the jersey, blue shorts. Richmond in the red uniforms with white letters and numbers. Current temperature 75 degrees. A beautiful night. Wind currently about 8 miles an hour to the southwest. Richmond's in this match. Just 45 minutes away. Coming out with a tie or securing what could be a huge 3 points on the road. Can Charlotte answer? Carlos Obregon Jr. set to take the kickoff. Charlotte going right to left. Richmond going left to right. Waiting for the official whistle blow from Starny Briem. The head official gives the go. We're underway for the final 45 minutes from Charlotte, North Carolina. James Vaughn checks in for Dakota Barnett, and that is the only halftime sub this evening, brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic. James Vaughn, the 29-year-old from England, is going to get a chance here in some pivotal minutes down the stretch. So it should be noted for the Jacks, this is their 3rd game in the week. And that's been the toughest part for the Jacks. Here's Mbuyu working in. His shot blocked by Simon Fitch. Mike Jeffries mentioned that Richmond's been off for 2 weeks, right? They've had that time to recover, but his team has had 2 hard games in 5 days coming into this match, make that 7 now. And he did praise Richmond for their possession, their patience, because they really know how to control the pace of a match. It's going to be pivotal to control that down the stretch. Here's James Sneddon. The 18-year-old picked up his first professional victory in his first professional start on August 29th against Spokane, looking for his first league win this evening. Seems to be in a good spot so far. Excited to see a couple shots on target. Garnett back to Franca. You can see James Vaughn in 17 begging his team to push the pace a little bit. Schenfeld out at left back, same side as Franca. Zaka Moran coming into the midfield for some aid. Again, the Roos, not really risky passers. Definitely like to play within themselves. That could be a good thing. Avoid the possibility of unnecessary turnovers and create the best chances. Darren Skwatsky was comfortable coming into this match. He mentions they've been head-to-head with them in matches over the past few years. I mean, take a look at this year. Charlotte takes the first match by 1 goal, and then Richmond edges them in penalties at the end of the month. Again, had nothing but high things to say about the Jacks. With all their USL Championship experience, national experience. But he wasn't afraid to point out that they have played now 3 games this week. They are tired. They feel they can exploit that. Sports section for the Jacks. Goal kick for Austin Pack and company. Six league shutouts for Charlotte this year. That's second best. Definitely credit to Austin Pack and his back line. Through ball attempted for Adrian Bildhard. You could see his reaction. Ill-timed pass. Ends up trickling back to the kicker's back line. So Dakota Barnathan, the Swiss Army knife, out now. Really going to depend on guys like Keith Franca, Griffin Garnett, getting a chance to step up in that center back role. Got the start tonight. Started 14 of 15 league matches this year with the ball. Former ECNL U17 Player of the Year, a champion in that league as well. Does a very good job of dictating tempo. Vaughn. Something Darren Sawatsky and his coaching staff is trying to improve on is not making bad decisions. Decision making is so crucial, especially when you have a young team. Those are the chances to test things out, but also set the standard. Alvarez, 3 defenders around him. Loaded up from Mbuyu. Battling there, wanted a foul call. Simon Fitch able to poke that one free. Taking right back to the Jacks. Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. bounces that one off the side of his foot. James Sneddon can reset. Live scores are sponsored by Social Pet. Greenville leading Chattanooga on the road 2-0 for Greenville triumph. Once leading USL League One atop the table, now plummeted to 7th. They look to begin their rise back with star forward Liam McKinnon. Joao Gomiro. Simon Fitch. Loves the opportunity to cross the ball. Vaughn takes that chance. Working to the other side of the pitch. Sierakowski trying to thread the needle between two defenders. Draws that foul call. So free kick in the own attacking half. For Richmond, a good spot. Darren Sawatsky mentioned that Ryan Sierakowski, the player who drew that foul, one of the faster players on this Richmond kicker side, feels that if he has the room to run, gets out with pace, and can develop consistency from match to match, he could truly be a threat down the season, help increase their goal scoring numbers. Just 17 goals scored by the kickers in USL League One play this year. That is last among the 12 teams. Free kick into the box, headed away by Spielman. Correa up ahead. Well-timed run by Luis Alvarez. Has to deal with a junkie of a ball. Had a wicked bounce. Great defense there. And Zaka Moran, who got right to the feet of Alvarez and took away any opportunity for him to work toward the net. Chandler O'Dwyer draws a foul. And Nick Spielman and him bumping shoulders, and Spielman heads to the books. A no doubt decision for Starny Briam. Spielman was not allowing O'Dwyer to pick up the ball and get it to the spot where the head official would like it to be placed. So second booking here in the 54th minute. Both teams with an expected goals average of .41 right now. And the best chance of the evening goes to Omar Sis. Beautiful pass by Clay Dimmick to keep the ball in play. And a header rang off the pipe by Sis, the midfielder. Big part of the reason we remain scoreless. Again, Richmond not able to get on the scoreboard in the first half. That is the 12th time in 17 league matches this year that Charlotte has prevented their opposition from scoring in the first 45 minutes. That's the best in League One. Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. gets a nice touch in the box. Backing up. Taken away by Guy Franca. Again, back-to-back sequences there. Zaka Moran and Guy Franca literally drop to their feet. Get on the ball to prevent Luis Alvarez and Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. from having any chance against James Sneddon. And that really speaks volumes to the defensive philosophy of Darren Sawatsky. Put your body on the line. Do not let that ball go towards Sneddon. He is capable of making the saves, but however, anything you can do to prevent shots on target, you might as well take that opportunity. If you're traveling to Charlotte to see an Independence game, make sure you stay at the Canopy by Hilton. It's located in Charlotte's upscale South Park neighborhood. It is around countless dining options. Canopy by Hilton, the official hotel of the Charlotte Independence. Take down O'Dwyer. Dimmick over to Johnson. Johnson. Looking to get by Fawn. Obregon in the right spot. Griffin Garnett able to poke that one out of play. Again, that's the kind of culture that the Richmond Kickers want to develop. We've seen two teenagers start tonight. This corner kick is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. A guy like Griffin Garnett, not afraid to take on the Luis Alvarez's, the Obregon Juniors of this Charlotte team.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so third corner kick of the evening for Charlotte.
Corner kicks are presented to you by Chick-fil-A.
Still none for Richmond. Luis Alvarez to take. Sorensen, you can see in 30 that option if Alvarez wants to go close. And swinging ball at the back post lands on top of the net. Draws a couple of oohs and ahs from the crowd. Stetten goes quickly. Richmond with pace. You can see Sierakowski in 11 flying ahead of the ball on the left side. That's Schenfeld, now Sierakowski. Bill Hart cutting in right at the arc. Sierakowski has to play it smart. Resets to Fitch. Fitch to Moran. Cross pitch pass, near right corner. Bill Hart back to Fitch. If the kickers don't like an initial look toward the net, they won't take it unless it's absolutely worth it. Gomiro, setting with Fitch. His favorite area to operate. Into the box, Bill Hart, patiently building. Good look here for Gomiro. Chance for Moran to step into a shot and sails that one into the stands. May not have been the prettiest of shots by Moran, but the build-up by Richmond looked very good. So Gomiro, Bill Hart, Fitch taking their time on that near right corner. Eventually finds Zaka Moran. Just unloads a little too much on that ball. It's your experience on your schedule. Our 2024 mini plans are available for purchase, keeping Charlotte Independence soccer accessible and affordable. Visit charlotteindependence.com for more details. Crowd now pleased with the clean takedown by Richmond. Bill Hart, defended by Sorensen. Gomiro. Long to the far side. Fitch. Again, a big part of their game plan is getting the ball to Fitch, looking for the cross-ins. But the targets have not received the ball cleanly. Misplaced passes or too heavy of touches. Shot by Fawn! Rebound handled well by Austin Pack. Both crowds approving for a great save by Pack. But a nice look here. Rolling ball finds Fawn. Pack with outstretched arms keeps this match knotted at 0 apiece. And a couple notes for players on the bench. Gabriel Oberton available for the Jacks. Nil Vinyals available for Richmond. In case late game heroics are in order, especially off the bench, those two can always have an impact on any minute that they are on. USL Championship soccer continues on the ESPN networks in September with a matchup of top teams from the Eastern Conference. Detroit City FC takes on Players Shield leader Louisville City FC in a Sunday afternoon clash September 22nd at 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. And Josh Lill with you this evening, bringing you USL League One action on ESPN+. Foul deep in the attacking half of the Kickers. Sorensen and Alvarez over there not agreeing with the call. Alvarez standing right over the ball, not intimidated. Letting head official Starny Briem know his feelings about that call. So true lefty Adrian Billhard will have a chance for a direct free kick here. So Alvarez gets his reasoning. Bill Hart, the team leader in goals. Just one assist, however, in league play. Looking to provide some sort of points here. And we have a stoppage. The Charlotte player is currently down at the edge of the 6-yard box. So things getting a little chippy. As Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. went down. Was not able to see what contact would have led to that. But it's understandable, the environment. You have Richmond, who's low in the standings, but not far out from that final playoff spot, looking for a crucial 3 points on the road. While you have Charlotte, who did have a frustrating loss against Ford Madison in the Jägermeister Cup semifinal on Wednesday, had their 11-game unbeaten streak snap. They're looking to avenge their loss. Chippiness in the air. In swinging ball, deflected and out of play. Goal kick, Austin Pack. Gabriel Oberton checking in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Clyde Chella checking in for Richmond. Oberton in for Dustin Correa. Oberton, the French international, is probably the most experience of anybody in USL League One. Guy Franca checks out. Clyde Chella in. Chella only signed on August 13th. Ontario, Canada native, developed in Toronto FC's Academy. Played with their MLS side from 2012 to 2016. Checks in for the Kickers. Described as a backline general. Pretty good at organizing shape. Great with the ball at his feet, but a physical player. Also played with Forge FC in the Canadian Premier League. Ended up winning back-to-back titles in 2019 and 2020. So Clyde Chella in for the Roos. Austin Pack managing with O'Dwyer and Billhart up high. Giving Spielman a little bit of space. O'Dwyer and Billhart set to collapse on him. Sorensen attempting for a quick touch off of Vaughn to get by, and ends up working. A little bit of a pinball method. Nice through ball up to Sis. Sis had the best chance of the match. Oberton, shot deflected on the goal line. Shot blocked by Sneddon. And the offsides flag is up.
Offside flag is up.
So taking another look here. Omar Sis has had the hot foot tonight, just finding himself in a good spot. Oberton's chance deflects off of Sis. Sneddon does a good job of holding down the fort. But again, Sis too far ahead of the back line before the ball was played. Sneddon unloads into that ball. Looking for his first league win. Here's a through ball up to Billhart. Great chance, one-on-one with Pack. Headed away by Dimmick. Finds Sis. Oberton taken down. And there's a yellow card in the official's hand, and a kicker is down. So the ball will stay with Charlotte, but we have an injured player for Richmond. So there was much contact created with Gabriel Oberton. That's Zaka Moran, whose legs end up getting tangled with Gabriel Oberton. And we wish nothing but the best for Zaka Moran, hoping he's okay. Took a heavy fall there. You can see Joao Gomiro talking with Chandler O'Dwyer. They understand but they're close to creating some great chances on Austin Pack. They're really just a couple passes away, a couple really good passes away from taking the lead in this match. They know they're capable of it. You can see, talking with Adrian Billhart as well. Those are the top three guys you want with the ball, but a tough sight to see as Zaka Moran is down. Took a rough fall with Gabriel Oberton. who just checked into the match. And you have a guy like Moran, third most minutes in the league last year for the team. Won the most tackles, had the most interceptions of a non-defender, again in that pivot role. He's a guy that gives you grit and determination on the pitch. You can see he shook his head. Glad to see he's up on his feet. We'll see if he remains in the match. And wearing that captain's armband, that really says all you need to know about the kind of guy Moran is. Even though coming up shaken up, he is shown the yellow card for reckless foul on Gabriel Obertan. So Moran heading to the sideline. Spielman set to take the free kick. Chance here for Spielman to really get the attack off to the right start. We'll keep you posted if Zaka Moran ends up staying in the match. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina is the official health insurance provider of the Charlotte Independents. Blue Cross North Carolina makes health insurance easy. Discover employer, individual, family, Medicare, and Medicaid plans from Blue Cross in North Carolina. Better care starts here. Zaka Moran staying in the match. Appears to be okay. Nice little quick touch off the head of Spielman. O'Dwyer was looking for Bildhard. Chasing in the corner is Gomiro. Not able to keep it in out past the end line. Pack with a chance to set up. Great support section for the Jacks. It's fans like those that can really propel you to the top of the table as the Jacks have been. Greenville currently holding their 2-1 lead against Chattanooga at halftime. Northern Colorado and Spokane set to kick off at 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, Knoxville with the 1-0 victory yesterday against Lexington on the road. Obertan seeing plenty of contact since he entered the match. And Obertan, the resume says it all. Experience with Manchester United, Newcastle. The Premier League is where some of the best end up competing around the world. Second oldest player, actually, in USL League One. 35 years old behind Ricardo Jerez at 38 years old. And Obertan, within his experience in the Premier League, also has Champions League experience. Just one of those guys, when he has the ball at his feet, can really make some magic happen and get by as many defenders as needed. May get a chance to see that tonight, depending on how many touches he gets. Spielman loses control. Solid defense there by Simon Fitch to force the turnover. Kickers, as of the 69th minute, attempted 438 passes. Higher than their season average this year. Sharing the wealth, but looking to cash in. Josh Lill with you this evening. Bringing you all the action on ESPN Plus. Cross into the box. Find Sorensen in those neon cleats. Obregon Jr. battling with Garnett. Garnett ends up taking him down. Charlotte will pick up play in the center circle. Mbuyu. Obertan. Nice dish to Mbuyu. Trazer Mbuyu. Two defenders surrounding him. You can see the nifty footwork of Oberton, getting by Vaughn, and Bill Hart forces a corner kick.
The ball defended over the end line. That's a corner kick, Independence. Brought to you by
Corner kicks are brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Going quick, here's Sorensen. Left-footed pass, Luis Alvarez. Oberton, quick give and go. Gabriel Oberton, chance wide to the left of the net. And yet another corner kick. That is brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Corner kick is brought to you by Chick-fil-A and will be taken by number 16.
So Gabriel Oberton having much of an impact already. Header in, ball bouncing, Sneddon gets on it. And those are the opportunities where Charlotte gave up goals in the Madison match. The key word that Mike Jeffries used was misfortune, misfortunate bounce, misfortunate positioning. Charlotte's done a good job of taking away those chances tonight. And if Richmond has had a chance, the self-creation has been phenomenal. Alvarez thought he got hit up high by Fitch. And we play on here in the 73rd minute. Fitch, Bill Hart. Fitch cutting in. Receives that pass from Bill Hart. Good build here, chance. O'Dwyer. The Jack standing strong. You can see Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. up there attracting two defenders, forcing Richmond to play with less numbers deep in their attacking third, because that's the kind of threat that Obregon Jr. is. You saw it with Gabriel Oberton in their match against Ford Madison on Wednesday. You leave guys like them up top, it attracts the defenders, allows you to have greater numbers, because you can't just let Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. sit up all willy-nilly alone. You have to have a defender or two on him to prevent a chance in open play. Gomiro. A little frustration there from Bill Hart, as that through ball was just ahead of him. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Gomiro and O'Dwyer putting pressure on. Zaka Moran and Adrian Bill Hart defending. Chance for Gomiro. Wide open net. In on the road. Gomiro with the goal in the 75th minute. His first goal this year comes in perhaps the biggest moment of the kicker's season. And taking a look, the press by O'Dwyer and Gomiro, and it all starts with the little tap by O'Dwyer. Finds Gomiro, had to double check and make sure that ball trickled in. And again, missed touch by JJ. You can see his frustration. Let Chandler O'Dwyer get there. Joao Gomiro cleans up the loose trash and puts Richmond up 1-0. That replay brought to you by AccuVision LASIK. 3 substitutions here. The big guns coming in for Richmond kickers. Nil Vinyals, Emiliano Terazaghi, Tony Pineda. Some of the best offensive threats Darren Sawatsky's crew has. Vinyals will take the captain's ban from Zaka Moran. Tony Pineda checking in. Zaka Moran out. Adrian Bill Hart sees the end of his night. Substitutions brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic. So here we are, Richmond with a 1-0 lead late in the first half. Sorensen. Back to Spielman. Sense of urgency now. Joao Gomiro right now has the game-winning goal. That is his first goal this year. He checks out. Earns a well-deserved rest. Richmond has life. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Pineda challenged in the corner by Sorensen. Again, a goal off of an error by Ryan JJ. Or you could consider it a steal by Chandler O'Dwyer. Results in Joao Gomiro's first goal this year. Obertan. Taken down at the hip by James Vaughn. Vaughn gives him a little tap on the head. And Starny Briem not going to let him get away with that one. Vaughn heads to the books. Taking another look. Obertan trying to cut up the middle, and Vaughn trying to play the ball, but I think the head tap there, the head tap, ends up drawing the booking. And that replay brought to you by AccuVision LASIK. Miguel Ibarra set to enter the match. Getting directions from fourth official Josiah Park. Ibarra set to check into just his 8th league match this year. Trezer Mbuyu sees the end of his day. Joel Johnson comes out, Nelson Pierre in. Pierre, one of the newer members of this Jack side. Mike Jeffries mentioned he adds another presence in front of the goal, has pace, gets him behind to the back post, good work rate, has a strong mentality, and that's the kind of guy you need coming off the bench late in a match. Sorensen moves on Pineda into the box, crossing, Sneddon on the ground. And Pierre almost with a great touch, just as we mentioned, his net front presence nearly has a tip in past Sneddon. But the 18-year-old in his green kit with a denial. Deep in Richmond zone. Made a little ginger. A very smart decision. Clyde not taking any risks. We saw what happened on his team's goal. Does not want to be on the other end. Richmond looking to add the nail in the coffin. Fitch, his favorite spot. In. High bouncing touch finds Vinyals. Pineda. To Dwyer, Pineda. Tony Pineda, who was big, securing that game-winning goal against Spokane. Vinyals didn't get his intended target initially. Cycled around, Fitch into the box. Spielman with the denial. You can hear the Jacks faithful doing everything they can to help their team preserve the score defensive-wise. But they're going to need more support to score a goal in the closing moments. Trainer out for the Kickers to check on Tony Panetta. He was a little ginger over the past couple minutes, getting his face tended to. Chandler O'Dwyer communicating, you can see, trying to see if it's a mouth issue, trying to find out if he's okay. Neil Vignals wearing the captain's band right now, checking on his teammate. So Darren Sawatsky, except for O'Dwyer and Vignals, calling his team over, trying to strategize for the final moments here in the match. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Aye. So Panetta, after being checked on, still grabbing at his face. Max Schenfeld making sure he's good to continue. Darren Sawatsky trying to will his team to this victory. It's been a long time coming, folks. Haven't had a league win since Forward Madison on July 3rd. Last time they had back-to-back wins. It was May 25th and June 1st. A cup game against Tormenta and a league match against One Knox, both on the road. Fitch set to take the throw in. Vignals grabbed to the ground by Sis. Vaughn able to work it around. Tony Panetta back on the pitch for the Kickers. Always a great sight to see. We hope he's okay. Gonna push on the far side. The ball will go to Richmond, or Charlotte, excuse me. Clay Dimmick to take the throw in. Miguel Ibarra. Sorensen looking to move the ball into the attacking half fairly quickly. Less than 6 minutes to go pending stoppage time. For Charlotte, if the result would hold, this would be the first back-to-back losses since mid-May. Overton, near side. Fitch defending. Again, Overton wanting to cut inside. The Kickers defensively shutting down that opportunity. Pivotal takeaway here. Sorensen, aggressive into the box, somehow finds Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. Had room with his left foot, spinning, turning, trying to find any breathing room to put a shot up. Bouncing ball over the head of Vignals finds Alvarez. Sorensen. Near side, a little too much heat. Ibarra not able to corral it. Goal kick for James Sneddon.
Ball played over the end line. Goal kick for the Kickers.
Aquafina is the official water of the Charlotte Independents. When the game heats up, cool down with Aquafina. Sorensen back to Spielman. The lone goal to Joao Gomiro. Charlotte in dire need for a response. looking to stay atop the table with Omaha. Alvarez. The last time, I mentioned it back in May, it was 3 consecutive losses, all in each 3 different competitions for Charlotte. It was Emiliano Terazaghi, former 3-time the boot winner and 3-time MVP. His leadership has been missed over the first half of the year, but back now. Shot, rocket way over the net. Austin Pack going quickly to his right. Ryan JJ, who had the critical error that led to the kicker's lone goal. Ibarra crossing it. Vinyals and Terazaghi up top to try and put a stop to any initial efforts toward the net. Pineda. Oberton chasing. Centering it. Quick touch by Terazaghi. What a circus of a touch. Pineda has Terazaghi inside the box. Great chance. And too heavy of a touch. But beautiful work. And a one-of-a-kind flick by Emiliano Terazaghi. The 31-year-old Argentinian international showing off all the tricks here in the final moments. Ibarra. Sorensen. Knocked away. Again, up next for both these teams. Charlotte will head on the road to take on Tormenta next week for a 7:30 kick. 7:30 p.m. kick next Saturday on the road in Statesboro, Georgia. Richmond will head home next Saturday for a 6 p.m. kick Eastern time against Lexington at home. Oberton to Obergan. Oberton flipped acrobatically by Schenfeld. He can't believe it. Gabriel Oberton is slow to get up. And that's where he's drawn plenty of fouls tonight. Takes some brutal contact there. Schenfeld catches him with a high leg. Oberton has loved working horizontally across the pitch in the few moments that he's been in tonight. Schenfeld checking on him. Good sportsmanship there, and Oberton eventually gets up. And he took contact where it hurts the most. Stoppage time is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Again, just a free kick, a direct free kick deep in the attacking third for Charlotte. Obergan, Sorensen, and Alvarez standing over the ball. And Oberton still hunched over. Again, we hope he's okay. Probably the last place a soccer player wants to endure a hit. Attempting to shake it off, his team will take the free kick. Obergan Jr., that might have taken a deflection. It had a wicked curl in the air. But Sneddon taking his time on the ground.
Obergan shot. Saved by James Sneddon. Ladies and gentlemen,
again, what a big moment this would be for the kickers. With the Lexington loss, to Knoxville last night. Just a 1-0 loss at home. This could go a long way for the Kickers. So a halt in play. Awaiting the official here. It's going to be a throw-in on the far side. 2 substitutions brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic.
Independence brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic. Into the game, number 24.
Denzel Akinpong and Shalom Dute checking in for the Jacks here in stoppage time. Dute in. Akinpong coming in for Gabriel Oberton. Dute in for Ryan JJ. And again, JJ had the ball poked free. That led to Richmond's lone goal back in the 75th minute. Sis. Crowded on that far touchline. Dute with his first touch. Looking to create something here in the final moments. Darren Sawatsky in his black polo there on the near side, pointing his finger. He'd be on the pitch if he could himself. Trying to urge and will his team to this victory. You have to be careful. Push from Obregon from behind. The Jacks cannot believe it. Obregon does not like the call. For the exaggeration part of it, shown a yellow card. So Obregon Jr. thought he had taken some contact from behind. Griffin Garnett, yeah, not a clear push there.
Yellow card caution, shown to number 29, J.C. Obregon.
And that yellow card
94th minute.
shown to Obregon Jr. And that card is brought. Sneddon launches. Here's Alvarez. He helped give Charlotte their best chance earlier on in the match that resulted in Omar Sis knocking one off the post. Cross too heavy by Sorensen. The Jacks cannot maintain possession.
Offside flag is up.
Offside flag there. And James Sneddon looking for his first career pro shutout in just his second professional start. This being his first league start. Just minutes away, the 18-year-old has made his stamp on this match. And someone Darren Sawatsky feels can make the routine saves, but also has that ability to keep his team in the match, any match really, making tough saves. So Sneddon resembles Kira Fitzgerald from a few years ago. Up deep. Headed by Spielman. Out of play. Ball stays with Richmond. And Richmond's won the shots category, 12-11. Shots on target, 5-3. Overall, they've owned much of the possession of this match. There's a push down there. Sorensen helps his opponent up in Emiliano Terazaghi. Kicker's doing a good job of maintaining this lead. James Sneddon set to take the free kick. Mike Jeffries there in a white polo on the near sideline. As a yellow card has been issued. So Mike Jeffries in the books for a yellow card. Not like that call on the near sideline. So Sneddon backing up. And you could see the Charlotte staff being cautioned by the fourth official, Josiah Park.
Yellow card caution shown to Richmond's number 35, James Sneddon.
James Sneddon shown a yellow card, more for tactical reasons. You're shown the yellow card when you take too much time for the free kick. Trying to use up as much time as possible. Out of play, goal kick for Austin Pack. Emiliano Terazaghi not of approval. Likely one last run here for Charlotte. It'll be a daunting task to put one in the net. Clay Dimmick. Up ahead, Obregon Jr. turning, facing to his left. Atop the arc. Soft dish over to Dute, crossing in and knocked away. And high fives all around the 6-yard box for the Kickers defense. Sliding challenge by Sierakowski. Corner kick for Charlotte. You couldn't have drawn up better. This corner kick's brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Luis Alvarez set to take. The 7th corner of the evening. Richmond has had none tonight. Could this be lucky number 7 for Charlotte? Luis Alvarez holds the keys to a possible draw. There's a kicker down adjusting his cleat. Clay Dimmick shaking his head. Not too happy about that. Mike Jeffries and his team looking for a result, hoping to avoid back-to-back losses for the first time since May. A result will go a long way into staying atop the table. We have a bit of a scuffle inside the 6. Tempers flaring. Clyde Echella having to be kept away for Richmond. Omar Sis frustrated. Nil Vinyals trying to separate Anton Sorensen from the rest of his teammates. Seems like everybody has something to say at this point. A pair of yellow cards have been issued. Could this corner kick number 7 for the Jacks, result in a draw? Or will the Kickers head home with a win? Into the box, skied high. And that's it. Yellow card issued to Alvarez. Another yellow card has been issued. A Richmond player is down. Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. over the Clyde Echella. Dimmick in his face gives him a little bit of a push. We're trying to wait to see which member of Richmond is down. Omar Sis over there with James Sneddon. Tony Panetta a little shaken up. He was the one that went down in the box. So over the past several minutes, we've seen a scuffle, plenty of confrontations. Starny Birem is trying to get both of these teams out of here in one piece. But it's expected the frustration, Richmond coming in, looking to officially play spoiler. And that's it! Richmond comes in on the road, picks up a 1-0 victory, and James Sneddon, in just his 2nd professional career start, has a shutout to his name. The lone goal courtesy of Joao Gomiro. And Richmond, when it seemed all hope was lost, pick up their first league win for the first time since July 3rd. And the save of the match this evening is brought to you by Social Pet. So a chance here back in the first half. There's Trazer Mbuyu, who had a great opportunity and just knocks that one off the far post. One of the better chances along with Omar Sis that could have resulted in a Jack's goal. The play of the match brought to you by Novant Health. It was the lone goal, courtesy of Joel Gamira, but it all starts with Chandler O'Dwyer. Gets a missed touch off of Ryan JJ, and then Gomiro just cleans up the trash, pops that ball in the back of the net. And that would be all she wrote in this match. Richmond coming away with just one goal, courtesy of Joel Gomiro, his first in league play this year. So a big road win for the Kickers, but the player of the match, Trazer Mbuyu, had plenty of chances. Again, player of the match presented by Aquafina. Created chances on net like you just saw, but really helped develop the attack, right? Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. needs a running mate to have good pace and to really test those back lines. Trazer Mbuyu, even though it was a shutout for Charlotte, he gave them a great chance each attack to go down and score. Again, your final score, 1-0 from American Legion Memorial Stadium. We'll have highlights and stats from the match coming up next. It's Full Time, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Always reaching higher, pushing further, achieving remarkable. At Novant Health, we never stop. Because whether it's sports performance at the highest level or the playground level, we're driven to help you excel at what drives you. Not just keeping you healthy for the game, but also healthy for life. Novant Health. Expect remarkable.
Are you ready? Ready for more games you love? Ready for more players? New rivals? Ready for more fans? New friends? And endless celebrations? This is Carolina's new women's pro soccer team, the Carolina Ascent, featuring the world's most exciting players, connected to the global game, uniting the Carolinas. We are the Carolina Ascent, built for the Carolinas.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Again, your final from Charlotte, North Carolina. The Richmond Kickers coming on the road and defeat Charlotte Independence 1-0. The full-time score brought to you by Novant Health. Plenty of highlights coming out of this 1-0 match, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Again, maybe just one goal scored, but plenty to take a look at. Here in the 59th minute, a chance here for Richmond. And working through traffic, and it was James Vaughn that nearly found the back of the net on the lower left side. Through traffic, the ball had a little bit of a hot potato vibe, but Vaughn settled it down, forced Austin Pack to make a save. Good job there by Pack. And then in the 65th minute, Omar Sis moves on Garnett. And Gabriel Oberton nearly had a good chance, but the offsides flag went up. As you can see, Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. and Omar Sis a little too far ahead. The Kickers were able to avoid a good chance. Then in the 75th minute, here is the lone goal. Pack over to Ryan JJ, and Chandler O'Dwyer does a good job of putting pressure on JJ, and just a little tap finds Joao Gomiro. Pack kind of misreads the ball, ends up sliding to his left, as you'll see on the pass back. Right about here. Misjudges it. Easy tap in for Gomiro, and JJ shows his frustration. Then in the 80th minute, Anthony Sorensen, the edge of the box, left-footed cross in, and that is where your chances can be dangerous. Charlotte fell victim to misfortunate touches, I should say, against Madison, and they almost found the back of the net on a misfortunate touch. So Snedden stands strong. Get your final 1-0. Richmond outshot Charlotte both in total shots and shots on target. Possession, another big story. So Charlotte still only wins possession in 5 of their league matches this year. Funny enough, it's not often you come away with a victory when the corner kicks are 7-0 in favor of the opposition. 10 yellow cards issued this evening. It got chippy at the end, and Charlotte and Richmond let their tempers show as both just gave complete efforts to give everything they had to this match. But the main story this evening, you see the 1-0 score. James Snedden, in his second ever professional start, picks up a shutout. So much hope for the youth. Plenty to look forward to for James Snedden and company. As for Charlotte Independence, they'll reset on the road against Tormenta next week. Richmond heads home to face Lexington. Get your final presented by Novant Health. Richmond 1, Charlotte 0. Again, huge thank you to our entire production team and our entire crew. I've been Josh Lill. Thank you, and have a great rest of your night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.